Hello everyone and welcome to my Adobe After Effects tutorial. My name is TJ Style, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how can you create this basic text effect. So this is nothing great. I was just fooling around in After Effects trying on some blur effects, and I came up with this basic text effect. So I'm going to show you how did I make this, and I hope you like it. So it's very basic. We just have a text come up, a basic opacity fade, then we have this basic thing, and then it goes out. So let's start working on this. We'll just create a new composition. I'm going to be working with the preset PAL-DV 1 widescreen square pixel, and 10 seconds should be good. Background color black. Now use your text tool, Control T, for typing in your text. I'm going to say welcome, and I'm using the font Gotham Bold. The size is regular. You can go for italic, but no, I'm gonna go for regular and 100%, and this is good. And I'm gonna use my align panel for aligning the layer. And before getting started, I would just like to pan this up. I would like to replace my anchor point right in the center of the text. Amazing, this looks good. Now we want to create the opacity fade. So hit the T key, start the opacity, take it all the way down to 0, shift page down, that jumps 10 frames, take it up the way to 100, shift page down, shift page down. So for 20 frames our text is going to stay on the screen. Create another keyframe by clicking over here, shift page down, and then reduce the opacity down to 0. So basically we have like the opacity fade, it stays on the screen for 20 frames and then it goes down. Amazing, right? Okay, now what do we have to do? We can add in a little bit of a tracking. So just to add a little animation to our text, and in order to do that, firstly just close that, close everything, then open it, and right over here in the text you will see animate. Click on that and go to tracking, and when you get the option, take the tracking amount, like start the animation for both of these, tracking type and tracking amount. We are not going to be playing with tracking type, but I think it won't really hurt us to start the animation for that. Now with the U keys, to only reveal these 3 keyframes, and then just take the first like these tracking options, the tracking keyframes, take it all the way to start. And actually, it's a good idea to easy ease our keyframe. So click on opacity for selecting all the keyframes, do a right click, keyframe assistant, and take easy ease. Now you can press the F9. I cannot do because my recording is happening, so it'll get paused. So I cannot do that. Anyways, okay, so we easy eased our keyframes. Take the tracking amount, the starting keyframe to be 2, and go all the way to the end of the effect and take it up to a 6. Okay, and now what we look at, you can see that we get like a very basic, like all the letters are getting separated, further apart from each other, and that kind of looks good. But I think 6, I should take it up the way to 7 or 8. Actually 8. Yeah. Okay. I think 7 will be better. And yeah, easy ease these keyframes too. Tracking amount, right click, keyframe assistant, easy ease. Good. Now what do we have to do? Yeah, it's going to be a good idea if we could scale our text. Now see, for scaling there are 2 options. You can either use the scale keyframe, okay, the scale property, or you can 3D our text and then use the camera for zooming in to our keyframes. But this time I'm going to be using the scale property. So start the keyframes, start the animation, and now hit the U key for revealing all of these things. And I'm going to take the scale down to 75 and then go up to the last point, okay, where the animation gets over, and then put it up to 100. This is really nice, when you are creating trailers and everything. You can add in some good backgrounds and stylize your text, like add in a good bevel alpha, some shadows, and the whole thing will look nice. Right now it looks very plain and basic, but I'm just focusing on the text effect. Okay, so this is looking good. Okay, but I'm going to actually, I think, increase the size from 75 to, I think, 85. Now let's see. Okay, so we basically want to create like a very small scale up. We don't want to emphasize on the scale. Okay, select your scale keyframes and hit the F9 key. No, but I cannot do that. easy ease. Now let's see. Okay, well, we are getting there. Okay, now what? Now we have to add in just want to reduce the size a little. 72. Now we want to add in the blur. So go type in FX and go type in blur in your FX and presets panel, and you will get this blur and sharpen and all these different blur effects. Now when I was experimenting, I actually came up with one more effect I would like to show you. That is a fast blur. I forgot what this does. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember. And it was like a very basic fast blur. So in the start, along with the opacity fade, we even have the blur fade, and then it goes out. So we even have the blur come in. So you can kind of do this. Okay, I use the fast blur effect for creating this blur thing, but you can, you know, create different kind of effects with these different effects over here. But in this video, I'm going to show you how did I create the CC radial blur. So I'm going to take my CC radial fast blur effect, take it and drop it onto my video, as in to my text, and right now you can see we're getting some, you know, different effects, and this kind of looks good with the C in the middle. Okay, it is looking good, but we don't want this intense effect. We want a very, you know, that kind of effect, that ghost or that mystery kind of effect. So I'm going to start my animation for my center and for my amount, and trust me, you know, this may look a little time consuming, but this is kind of good and it is very easy. So yeah, hit the U key. Hit the U key now. Okay, we get a lot of keyframes, but still radial blur, right? Center is at the center. Yeah, okay, now for center settings, take this point and take it and drag it all the way to the left. Okay, and as for the amount, reduce it down to 2. So for the starting keyframes, we want the center to be 2. And you know, it's a good idea to change these starting keyframes to easy ease, so that all the other keyframes are already easy eased out. You know, you will not get a normal keyframe then. And right here where we get to the full opacity, okay, take the center and make it come over here. We don't want it on the alphabet W, but we want it kind of near to W. So you can see it kind of, you know, gives out that gleam effect. And now change the amount to 3. And now when it is at the at the frame where it is going to start fading out, now take the center and keep it like this, right? And then when it goes out, we can just take this center point all the way to the right. So now what we have is this, right? Now it may look a little fast because I'm not really you know, spending a little time on it, but if you invest a little time, you will come up with something nice. I'm just going to change this to 22 maybe. Let's just take a look. Okay, 22 is kind of intense. So you know, depending on what you want to do. And yeah, when you are animating, also animate the amount. Right now you can see I went from 2 to all the way up to 22. Then you have to, you know, create these end keyframes too. You can see right now I've got this gap, and we don't want that. So create a keyframe for amount on 22, and then go at the end and create one more, as in just change the value to 2, and it will automatically create a keyframe. And now that's how you can create this very basic text effect. So thank you for watching my video, friends. I will see you all next time. Take care. Please subscribe to tutorials for graphics, and thank you for watching. Yeah, and make sure that you like my Facebook page too. The link is gonna be in the description. Thank you for watching, and take care, friends.